You're in the middle of something perfect. A night with people you love. A moment of genuine peace. A conversation that's going exactly the way the best conversations go. A holiday that finally feels like the rest you've been needing for months. And somewhere in the middle of it, while it's still happening, while you're still inside it, you feel it starting to slip. Not because anything has changed, not because the moment has ended, but because some part of your brain has already noticed that it will. And suddenly you're not fully inside the moment anymore. You're watching it, aware of it in a way that feels almost like grief. Aware that this specific configuration of people, this specific feeling, this specific version of tonight will never exist again exactly like this. And the harder you try to hold on to it, the faster it seems to move. Like trying to keep water in your hands. The tighter you grip, the quicker it goes. This experience is so universal that almost every human being on Earth has felt it. And yet almost nobody understands what's actually causing it. Because it feels emotional, it feels philosophical, it feels like it belongs in a poem rather than a psychology lecture. But there is a precise neurological explanation for why the best moments of your life feel like they're moving faster than everything else. And understanding it doesn't make the moments shorter. It makes them something else entirely. The first reason is about how your brain actually measures time. Most people assume time is something the brain simply records, like a clock running in the background at a fixed speed. But that's not how it works at all. Your brain measures time by counting the number of new things it processes. When you're doing something unfamiliar, when you're somewhere new, when your brain is actively engaged and taking in information it hasn't seen before, time expands. Your brain is processing so much that it creates a long, dense, detailed memory of the experience. And when you look back on it, it feels like it lasted longer than it did. But when you're doing something familiar, something comfortable, something your brain has seen 1,000 times before, time compresses. Your brain stops logging new information because it doesn't need to. It already has the template, so it runs on autopilot. And autopilot has no memory. Here's why this matters for the best moments of your life. The moments you love most are almost always the moments you're most comfortable in, with people you know deeply, in places that feel like home, doing things that feel natural and right. And your brain, because it's surrounded by the familiar, starts compressing time. Not because the moment isn't meaningful, but because meaning and novelty are not the same thing to your brain. And it only slows down for novelty. The second reason is something called the observer effect. And it's one of the most quietly painful things about being a conscious human being. The moment you become aware that you're having a good time, you partially stop having it. Because consciousness, the act of stepping back and noticing your own experience, pulls you out of the direct experience itself. You can be fully inside a moment, or you can be watching yourself be inside a moment. But you cannot completely do both at the same time. And the best moments are exactly the ones that trigger self-awareness. Because they're the ones that matter enough to make you stop and think, I want to remember this. And that thought, the one that's trying to save the moment, is the very thought that begins to end it. Because the second you start trying to hold on to something, you've already moved from experiencing it to preserving it. And preservation is not the same as presence. The third reason is about something your brain does that nobody ever tells you about. When you're in a genuinely good moment, your brain begins anticipating its absence before it arrives. This is the same prediction system that kept your ancestors alive. The brain is always running slightly ahead of the present, modeling what comes next, preparing for transitions, scanning for what's about to change. And when something is very good, the predicted contrast of its ending is significant. So your brain begins preparing for the loss of the moment while the moment is still happening. That preparation is what creates the bittersweet quality that lives inside the best experiences. That ache underneath the joy. That awareness of ending that arrives before anything is actually ended. It's not pessimism. It's not an inability to be present. It's your brain doing its job, which is to keep you prepared for what comes next. It just doesn't know that sometimes you need it to stop doing its job and simply let you be there. The fourth reason is the one that changes how you think about all of this. The moments that feel like they're going too fast are not going faster than other moments. Time is moving at exactly the same speed it always moves. What's different is that those moments are the ones you're paying attention to, and attention is the only thing that makes time feel real. Most of your life passes without full attention. Days blur into weeks because nothing demanded enough from you to make you notice them passing. But the best moments pull your full attention forward. And full attention creates the feeling of speed because you're finally awake enough to notice how quickly the present becomes the past. The moments that feel like they're going too fast aren't going too fast. They're the only moments that are going at the right speed. The rest of your life has just been going past without you noticing. And the ache you feel inside the best moments, that bittersweet awareness that this is temporary, is not a flaw in your ability to enjoy things. It is proof that you are conscious enough to recognize something rare when you're inside it. Most people sleepwalk through their lives and only realize what they had when it's already gone. The fact that you feel the preciousness of a moment while it's still happening is not a curse. It is one of the most human things about you. So ask yourself this: the last moment that felt like it was going too fast, were you trying to hold on to it, or were you actually inside it? Because those two things feel the same from the outside, but only one of them lets you keep it.